Wait, ah.
Yes. Hi everyone.
Alright,
Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening, Dina. You can turn on your video. I mean, it's better to have videos now. Thing is, I don't see you. I haven't seen you for a very long time. I kind of miss my students.
but my hair is still the same kan?
Still the same. Sure. We'll wait until people come in.
Okay.
Sini. Mana boleh mak?
Miss, kan the match starts at 7:50 kan?
What is it?
The match starts at 7:50 kan?
The exam?
My
The
exam.
exam starts at 8, but you have to be there
7:30
earlier. It's best if you can go there by 7. I asked the admin office. They said it's better to be there by 7. I think because they must have some SOP and so on. They'll check the temperature and all. You have to scan and then check temperature. Maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. It's not that many though. There's only 300 of you. We finally will be taking wet, right, class? We have been we've been waiting for this for so long. At the time, I thought that at one time I thought that we'll take wet next year. But thankfully, you are taking it before you started your degree. Okay, hi everyone. Is everyone here? All right. Cukup lah tu. Hi everyone, how are you? Good?
Good.
Everyone is fine? Are you excited to finally take MUET? Because we thought that we'll never take MUET, right? Finally, MPM have decided on a date. Yay, MPM. Okay, so let's just start. Let's just get started. So if you after this, I'll give you the slides, and also I'm recording this session, and I'll give you the link later, right? Okay, so let's start. For this session, I'll be only focusing on writing, because you know what to revise for reading and listening. That one is, I don't think you can revise that.
Yes.
Okay, if you have any question, just unmute and then ask me, all right? So we'll go through these two tasks in writing today. Okay, task A. Do you still remember what is task A? Okay, so let's just go straight to the point. So the first thing you have to do for task A is you have to write the title. Remember, it must be included and it must be underlined. Sorry, I forgot to write in the notes. Okay, include the title and underline the title. And don't worry, even if your title is long, it's not counted as part of the word count. All right, don't ask me again, do you count the word or not? No, you don't count the word. Okay, moving on. Next one, introduction. Of course, the next thing you have to focus on is the introduction. So again, it's very easy. Just copy the name of the table and figure. Table 1 shows, while table 2 shows, and so on. Okay. This one is pretty easy, although it's easy, but don't forget. And next is the overview. All right, I want to focus on this one more. Okay, so overview must capture the whole picture. Okay, this is the example of the overview that we learn in class, right? Generally, the number of visitors is affected by promotional activity. Or, however, during the exam, if you really cannot find any connection, or you really can, I mean, you know, when you don't have enough time and so on, and you need to finish the essay, you can use this type of overview. Generally, this one has the highest, or this one has the highest. Usually we focus on the highest, right? Okay, or generally there are more accidents involving male compared to female. Okay, all right, if you have any question, please you can unmute, but it's best if you can include if you can really capture the whole picture like the first one. All right, move on to the next one. Okay, for your paragraph, so again, I think you have, some of you must have forgotten what is analysis, what is synthesis. Okay, so remember you have to describe, and then you have to compare or link the information. Okay, so don't worry, which one is analysis, which one is synthesis? Don't worry, remember describe and link or compare, right? So let's go to how you can do this easily. All right, look at this one. Easiest technique for last minute revision. I'm sure, some of you must have forgotten already. So let's just do it like this. Okay, for body paragraph 1, just describe the first figure. For body paragraph 2, describe the second figure. And body paragraph 3, describe the connection or the unique features. All right, the similarities between these two, the connection between them. This will be the easiest way for you to structure lah. I know we learned a different technique in class, but that one is quite difficult. But if you want to go safe, this is the best. I mean, according to my colleague also teaching what, this is the best way, especially when you are doing it last minute like this. By doing this, you actually describe, you analyze, and yeah, you do all the things that you need to do. Okay, let's look at some past year questions and let's see how we can tackle it. All right, look here. This one is, I think, from 2018. Okay, can you see this? There are 3 zoos, and then the number of visitors based on the year, and then there are the promotional activities. So some students send me their essays for me to mark, and I noticed one thing that students like to do. They like to describe what happened in 2011, what happened in 2012, 13, 14, 15. No, class. I think when people give you a time frame, it's best if you describe the trend. Because if you describe what happened in 2011 and 2012, 13, 14, 15, I cannot see the trend for each zoo, and it's confusing. So what you have to do is first describe the trend for Animal Town, and then move on to the trend for Nature Pets, and then the next one is you you describe the trend for Four-Legged Farm, okay, in your first paragraph. So that we don't get confused with which one is which. You can compare them by saying, oh, on the contrary, and nature's pets trend is rising. Okay, you can compare it with this one. But don't describe by year because it's confusing. All right, now let's move on to the next one. So in the second body paragraph, you describe this one, right? Describe the promotional activities conducted by each zoo in 2015. And the third paragraph, you link them. What can you say about them? You can say that the number of, it looks like everyone have the same number of promotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you can say that Nature Pets promotion is more effective since they have the highest. And maybe you can say these types of promotions are more effective. You know, weekend celebrities, free rides, live animal performances, and so on. So here, like this one, you cannot say the number of promotion influence the trend, right? You can say the type of promotion influence the number of visitors, because this one is not about the number, it's about the types of promotion. Because if you see here, these two have similar live animal performance and free rides, and they're both quite high, right? Nature's Pets and Four-Legged Farm, they're both quite high. While Animal Town, they don't do the types of promotion. They don't do the same types, and that's why they have the lowest. So discount for senior citizens, special activities every month, and 10 tea session with the chimpanzees. That is quite cute. I would want to do that. I would want to go for this zoo. Anyway, so the type of promotion influence the number of visitors. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, so again, here you have 3 tamans, and then you have the trend for dengue. I think the cases for dengue. So what you have to do, don't compare what happened in 2012 and then move on to 2013 and 14, 15, and 2016. You describe each taman, the trend for each taman. So Taman Mawar is this one, right? Taman Mawar's trend is increasing and then plateau and then decreasing. While Taman Lili is this one, it decreases over the years. And Taman Lavender, it increases, but then it decreases significantly in 2016. You can say that the similarity between all 3 is they have the same, the lowest number is in 2016. And then in the second paragraph, you describe the activity prevention. And your third paragraph, what is the connection, class? You can say the connection is they have the number of cases dropped drastically in 2016 because of the increasing number of prevention activities. Okay, so by doing this, we don't get confused. Remember, when people give you a time frame, they want to see the trend. So you cannot describe the trend by jumping from one taman to another. So describe one taman first. Describe one category first, and then you move on to the next category. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's look at this one. This one does not have a time frame. So in my opinion, it's okay if you want to describe the trend for University A and then University B, University C and University D. Or you can also describe it based on the number of golds, the number of silvers, and the number of bronze. Okay, I think when they don't have a timeline like this, it's okay to do it either way. But it's just that when there's a time, then it can get confusing if you jump from one category to another. And then okay, so in the first paragraph you describe the gold medal, who got the highest, and then silver, who got the highest, and then bronze, who got the highest. Or what if, although also you can also do it this way. In University A, which medal do they get the most and the least, right? And so on. In your second paragraph, you describe describe table 1. And in your third paragraph, you connect these two. So what's the connection? Look at University A. University A wins the most gold medal, right? So you can say that the University A gained the most medal because they have the highest number of promotion. While University D, look at D. D won the least, right? Because they have the least number of promotion. I think that's easier. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, the last one, the conclusion. The conclusion is basically just the rephrase of the overview. That's why if you get your overview correct, your conclusion should be very easy. So if your overview is like this, the number of visitors is influenced by promotion activities. The conclusion is promotion activities increase the number of visitors or affected the numbers of visitors. Okay, so far, do you have any question for task A? Let's address it right away. So if you understand everything, just give me the thumbs up or heart reaction then.
Miss.
Heart reaction, yes?
If there is a question that has no particular like correlation between the first graph and the second graph, then what do we do then? My hand
if usually it won't be like that lah. Usually when they give you two there will be some kind of connection, but if there's no clear correlation, I think in your textbook there's some questions like that, right? That do not have a clear correlation. You just describe the special features. I think I remember this question in your textbook. Some student asked me about this. Let me see. Okay, if you go to your textbook, the last one, practice 17, page 283. Is it page 283? The last one, practice 17. This one is it the 10th edition? Are you using this book or a different one? Is it? Oh, okay, it's a different one. If you go to the reading section, writing section, the last one. Yeah, the last one talks about the survey or to access the quality of services provided by front desk hotel. You found the question? Yes? It's about the staff in the front desk hotel. Sorry, front desk.
Miss, is it Clon Moet March 2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Okay.
So I think if you look at this question, I honestly, when I look at this question, I also don't see the correlation, like clear correlation between these two. So what you can do is you can highlight the special features lah. For example, look at special features. What are the special features? Sorry, because what do you call that? Okay, I think you can still find the correlation here. If you look at the first table, there are work ethics, and then the number of staff who attended the course, the work ethic course is the highest, right? You can still find the connection there. But again, sorry, but still it's not as clear as the other examples, I would say. So what you can do is you can highlight the special features. For example, okay. Do you remember the examples we did before? Can you, I think it's practice 8. Can you go to practice 8 in your textbook? Is it the extreme sport related accidents? Is it that one? Practice 8 in your textbook, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember this example. So let's say, I mean, in this example, it's clear that there's connection between these two, right? These two figures. However, if let's say there's no correlation in the exam this Saturday, what you can do is you can highlight the special features. For example, whitewater rafting. It is the most participated sport, right? And you can highlight skydiving. It is only one. There's only one in 2015. So these are the special features, the one that everyone participated in or the one that is singled out. All right, that's like weird, the weird thing in that data. But I think it's almost impossible if there's really no correlation at all. Okay, but in case you can't find the correlation, just find these unique features lah. The one that everyone participated in, or the one that only one person participated in, or no one participated in. Okay, something like that. All right, let's move on to any other questions besides that. If you have any questions, because Zoom is limited, right? So you can ask in the WhatsApp group later lah. So let's move on to task B. Okay, task B, you have been writing essays since forever, so I'm sure everyone is a pro now. Okay, so I'm sure you still remember this inverted triangle. So start with a general statement and then move on to something specific. Move on to your thesis statement, this specific thing. So what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement must reflect your whole essay, reflect your points. For example, this is a past year question. Failure makes one a better person. Do you agree? So this is how you write your thesis statement. I believe failure makes us a better person because we can learn from our mistake. Okay, your first body paragraph will talk about mistakes, okay, learning from mistakes. However, it's not always true because failure can lead to depression and causes a person to give up. So there are 3 points here which you will elaborate in your essays. So here, okay, point number 1, you agree because we can learn from our mistake and make us a better person. Point number 2, not true, disagree because people can get depressed and it's not making someone a better person. And then third is causing someone to give up. And again, it's not making someone a better person, right? So these are the ways for you to write this type of thesis statement for this type of answer. I'm saying this because I noticed some students actually gave me essays to mark. And I noticed that when they are neutral like this, when they have 2 points of view, they only write 1 point of view in their thesis statement, which is wrong, I would say, because it doesn't reflect your whole essay. So when you are neutral, this is how it should look like. Okay. If you agree totally, then you can just comma point number 2 and point number 3. It's easy. Or if you disagree, say, I totally disagree with your statement because failure makes us, okay, point 1, point 2, point 3. But I think the tricky part is when you have two points of view. So this is how your thesis statement should look like lah. All right, moving on. Okay, more past year questions. So look here, this one is 2018. I invigilated this paper with my first batch of MUAT students. Unemployment among graduates today is caused by their own attitude. Do you agree with this statement? So how do you approach this question, class? So 1, if you have many points regarding this, you can just say, yes, I agree. So you choose 3 attitudes that can lead to unemployment. You can say they are picky, They are lazy, they don't want to learn. Okay. 3 points, easy. However, if you don't have a point to support this class, what you can do, you can actually disagree. If you look in your textbook, remember there's a question that talks about greed. I think it's page 267 in my version, in the old version, 267. People commit crimes out of selfishness. In your textbook, is it the same? Is it the same? People commit crimes out of selfishness. It's in your textbook. Okay, it's the same. All right, good. So in this question, it's similar to this one. I think my question will be similar to this one. People commit crimes out of selfishness. Discuss. So this author disagree with this statement. So this author gave 3 other reasons that can cause crime. So if you look at the first body paragraph, it's about greed. Okay, crime is caused by greed. And second body paragraph, crime is caused by vulnerability. And the third body paragraph, crime is caused by lack of parental guidance. So if you want to, if you don't really have much idea, class, about unemployment, you can tackle this question by saying you disagree and provide different reasons, different causes of unemployment. You can say it's financial problem. You can say financial problem, or employers are being too picky. They want, you must have experience and so on. All right. So if you want to disagree, your thesis statement should be like this, class. Look at the text. It says, in my opinion, people commit crimes not only for selfish reasons, but also other motivating factors. Actually, it's best if you mention all 3 lah, the points here, but this author do not mention it. So in your real essay, you should mention all 3 points. Okay. But anyway, if you want to disagree, you have to mention, I disagree with the statement. You have to acknowledge the question first, instead of just talking about all your own points. Because if you do that, it's if you are macam apa, lari dari soalan, you know, because the question asks you, unemployment among graduates today is caused by their own attitude. If you don't acknowledge this statement, class, it means you are, you know, out of topic. You must acknowledge that yes, I know this is a topic and I disagree. This is because there are many other reasons that can cause unemployment, which are financial instability, or employers want experience, or you know, nepotism in the company. They only want their family members and so on. Okay. And then the third way is you can be neutral, like the one I gave you just now. This one is neutral, right? Agree and disagree at the same time. And whatever you choose, it should be reflected in your thesis statement. Okay. I think thesis statement is a very, very, very important. It's like a pivotal part of your essay, because once you get your thesis statement correct, all the points are there. What you have to do is just elaborate. Okay? Elaborate on your points, but you must know what you're talking about. So this is the purpose of a thesis statement. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I guess we already know this. You have your point, you elaborate, you give example, and you give conclusion. Not conclusion for the whole paragraph. Conclusion, I mean the whole essay, just the conclusion for that paragraph. So let's look at the example. This one is taken from your MUAT textbook. I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with this. We learned about this in class. The old folks home, remember? So the first point is old folks home is good because they have quality healthcare. So if you can see here, the author mentioned the point, right? They have quality healthcare, and then the author relate how is it good. They have medical emergency, and then there always someone there to look after them. And then these are the examples. Okay, many nursing homes hire trained, experienced workers to monitor diet, to monitor food intake, medical facilities, and so on. These are all the examples to support your point. And look here, this is how you write a conclusion for your body paragraph. You don't write in conclusion, blah, blah, blah. The word in conclusion is reserved for the real conclusion of the essay, okay? But the conclusion for this is the paragraph should look like this. Modern nursing homes nowadays can provide residents with a healthy, safe living environment. it's basically saying giving you the effect, right? The effect of all of this. Okay. So the effect of having all of these good facilities is living a healthy, safe living environment for the elderly. So the the conclusion in paragraph should be the effect of your point. Don't use the word in conclusion in a paragraph. Okay, that one is only in the real conclusion later. All right, so lastly, that's the conclusion. So what you have to do, again, recap your point. Basically, just rephrase your thesis statement and then give advice and recommendation. I think conclusion should be no problem. You say, unemployment is caused by their own attitudes. Hence, universities and families should train graduates from young to be more, be more ready for the workplace and whatever. Okay, it should be short. The conclusion should be short. I guess it will be short because you're like, it's like the last one. Like, I think reading paper is the last paper. Is it? Oh no, listening is the last one. Is it? I think listening is the last one. From my experience, listening is the last one.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, because I remember invigilating 2 years ago. After the reading paper, everyone was like so angry because of the audio. So let's pray that the audio system in Unimas will be perfect on the day. Anyway, so that's our session. All right. Any question? No question. Are you confident for this Saturday? Yes. It's too bad I cannot see everyone, right? Like in previous batch, I usually see them before they sit for the exam. But yeah, this time you'll sit for the exam in other places. So anyway, good luck everyone. If you have any question, you can ask me in our WhatsApp group. I told you, that's why I told you, don't leave our WhatsApp group until when it's over because of things like this lah. Okay, thank you so much. Good luck everyone. So for those who are sitting in Unimas, come before 7. Yes, so bring your bun or whatever for you to eat lah, so that you don't get gastric, because you will be the whole until 1 you'll be there until 1 p.m. and even after at 1 p.m. is where the exam is over. We still have to collect the paper, count the paper, so it'll take forever. So make sure you are well fed. Bring biscuit or whatever to eat. Okay, any questions? No? Okay, class, this is our really final class. So not the other day is not really a final class. This is the final class. Okay, so you may leave if you don't have any questions. Bye everyone. Thank you for attending. Farewell. Yes, Zahin, we had a farewell session like back in May. All right, bye everyone. I'll wave until you go. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye. No, okay, no worries.
Thank you so much, Miss.
You're all coming back in
Yes, thank
October,
you.
right? Are you all coming back in October? Anyone
I'm
leaving
sorry,
Unimas
Miss.
for good?
I'm sorry, bye.
Bye, Shaki. Oh, you're leaving, is it?
Oh yeah, something like that. I need to
Something like
continue my study in Cyberjaya only.
All right, okay. Well,
Maybe
good luck.
thinking
I'll
like
see you when I'm in KL then.
I
I'll
think
come
I'll
in.
go to Sarawak.
Oh, okay.
I miss the mee kolok.
Come on. When you come visit us also here. Unimas.
Alright, bye. Thank you, Miss.
Bye, see you.
Sini aku. Ni.
Miss,
Yes?
I want to ask, does examiner checks our words like precisely?
I'm sure they will. They are paid to mark your essay, so they should, because they are paid to. I
Okay,
remember
thank you.
IELTS examiner will check, but yeah, I'm sure because it's part of the syarat, right?
Oh.
So you have to make sure you are within that word count lah.
Miss,
Yes,
I
question.
just remembered for part 2, do you need to count the letters? The word, do you need to do word
I think
count?
part 2 no need lah, right? Because I don't think it's necessary for part 2 though. But part 1 is when the word count is very, very strict. But just count lah, just.
Have to count
Yeah lah.
Okay, then figure 1 is one word, right?
Yes, figure 1 is one word because it's kata nama khas. The
Okay.
name.
Everything in the bracket is one word, right?
No. No.
Then
You have to count things in the bracket. Or else I can just cheat and write a whole sentence and put in a bracket.
okay.
No, it's not. Hey, I said I'm waving to everyone. Why are you not leaving yet? Okay, I'll see you guys when I see you.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye.
Miss,
Bye,
Bye,
Miss.
Miss.
if there are numbers in brackets, then what are we supposed to do?
Oh, numbers in bracket. Oh, it is a number. A number is always one word.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye, Zul. Who is Queen Elizabeth? Don't worry, I will upload this this video and share with you.
Hello, Miss.
Hi, Musali.
Okay, I have a quick.
Okay, how the cookie
What?
business going?
Okay, I have a quick question for the
Yes.
part A for the writing. Like first paragraph, we need to describe for the first table or figure, right?
Yes.
And second paragraph, we need to describe again the second figure, right?
Yes.
And then I was like wondering how to describe for second paragraph, like because it's kind of like reason. Let's say for the reason that you've given just now, like for the first paragraph, sorry, for the first figure, it was a chart, and the second and the figure two and the table, another figure. I mean, for the second paragraph, how to describe it? Like, I don't know.
I think oh, your geese Queen Elizabeth. It's like this. You can just go right away. Then like for example the accident, you remember the exact accident, extreme sports related questions. You remember that,
Which
Musali?
question is which example, please?
Which one is it? The one on page. I think it's the one on page. What is it? Practice 8. Is it? I mean, it's in my book. It's practice 8. What about you? What practice is it? It's Clone Muay 2016.
What page is it?
276. Can you try 276? Numbers in bracket. Numbers is always one word. Okay, for those who's asking there. Okay, are you there? 276. Is it even the same question?
What is the question? Is it?
The extreme sport related.
Extreme.
Page 278 on the 11th.
278 in your own book.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so like this, if you want to use the technique that I taught you just now, okay, in the paragraph, first paragraph, just write just describe the trend. And then the second paragraph, just mention the participation in extreme sports is, I don't know. I haven't read the whole thing to think about the sentence. There's no like particular word or phrase that you have to start it with. Just explain the table, just like how you explained the first one.
The number.
Sorry, Miss. Sorry.
Yeah,
Once again.
Just explain, just like how you start the first paragraph. Just explain, because here you're not relating them yet, so they're like two separate tables at now. So you just describe how you're going to start. How do you describe the first one? It's the same. Maybe if you want, you can say according to table 1, comma, blah blah blah.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Bye everyone. Do you have any other questions? So if you have any questions, you can actually ask in the WhatsApp group. I'll explain it there. I'm sure there will be more and more questions nearer to even on the day itself, like at 6 a.m. I'm sure some of you will message me. Okay, of course you can ask until you enter the exam hall. You can ask questions. All right, bye everyone. See ya. I'm ending the meeting here. Thank you so much.